Hello everybody, and welcome to Kakushigoto episode 11 anime review. We have a solid one episode next week. The finale is next week. So what I'm trying to say, at least I believe it's the finale, that would make sense. But no, this episode, it was very good. I thought we might have been ending it this week, during this episode. I was like, hey, it's only 11. It's not. It's 12. But yeah, towards the end with the birthday party out of nowhere, I was like, oh, is this the finale? But no. This episode, it was quite good. Proper misunderstandings and everything. Almost disastrous for a man's career. That would be pretty bad if that hadn't got sorted out. I'm glad that they that they did sort that out. But yeah, it was another solid week of another solid show. So yeah, let's crack on with the episode. See how it all went down and everything. Let's do this. We begin with your girl Hime. She's calling a family meeting, which are always fun. Aren't they fun? If you've never had a family meeting, oh boy, they're never for good things. They're never, I can't think of a single family meeting for a good thing. It's always for a bad thing. So yeah, there's that. And then Kakushi he goes for a walk, huffs about meetings. He runs into the editor, who is also huffing about meetings. And then they each are talking about their own meetings, but the other one thinks they're talking about their relevant meeting. But somehow they've still got a conversation going. This is a recurring theme this week's episode. It was pretty funny. The teacher also gets involved. She's got meetings as well, and the three of them are talking about their own meetings, but what they're saying is relevant to each other's meetings. So it's great. They all decide that they're all nice because they care about their meetings, even though they don't really. So yeah, that was quite funny, I thought, the way they're misunderstanding and everything. The meeting was about Hime and the birthday party, as it turned out. But she can't have one because she needs a meeting room. And her friends are like, well, we don't have a meeting room, but a well works, so we're gonna find you a well, Hime, and then you can have your meeting. Which, I guess, they said, what was it, like a water storage meeting or something? I can't remember exactly what they said. But I've never heard that before, but I mean, it's a thing this episode, so I assume it's a thing. Kakushi is all wondering what on earth the meeting could be about and everything. Then the editor, because the editor wants to eat at a good restaurant, basically, he makes Kakushi think, accidentally, that he says, like, hey, the editor-in-chief wants to speak to you. Which Kakushi then thinks, oh god, I'm getting fired. As you probably would. Like, if a boss wants to talk to you, that's never a good thing. It can be. You could be getting a promotion. But Kakushi went immediately to the, oh god, I'm getting fired. Which makes sense. When you think about it. The editor-in-chief the editor lies to him as well, and basically, he thinks that Kakushi's mad because he's not getting enough exposure, enough color pages and that, so it's like it's a negotiation type thing. Again, they have a conversation that, despite the fact they're both talking about completely different things, somehow the conversation still sort of works, still kind of works and everything. And then it gets a little bit sad. You have Kakushi, he's really worried that he's got fired. He's like, I got bills to pay, my assistants, what's going to happen with them? Maybe I should look out for them. And I'm like, this is really serious, But it's good that he didn't actually get fired. And he says, like, yeah, in between titles is the hardest time for a manga author. And it's like, this is really not dark, but really serious all of a sudden. And it's like, oh, alright, fine. Anyway, yeah, and Hime welcomes him back home after she was asleep, then she wasn't. He tells the assistants that their series is ending and everything. And they're like, don't worry, you don't need to worry about us, At first you think, yeah, they're being nice and everything, they're to not make him worry. Actually, they just wanted some time off, so that's good, to work on their own stuff, or just go around the world. Words are hard, but yes, so they get to it. They begin their long trek to the finale. As I said, they're hard at work. As a weird byproduct of them about to get cancelled, the quality shoots up. Apparently now the manga is quite good and everything. And then they say, hey, when they think a series is ending, they sort of lose their inhibitions. They go beyond their limits and all that. And then they are really good. And the sales are up and everything. It's good stuff and everything. The kids, meanwhile, they found Hime a well, so she can have the meeting on. And that's what they're going to do. Editor, man, he takes the manuscript, he loses it. It blows away in the wind, because he had the loosest grip I've ever seen on that manuscript. Seriously, you should think, first off, he had a point with the digital. Like, even you know, if you want to draw it by hand, just photocopy it, man, and put it, like, scan it, and then send it by email. That's surely the way to go. That's just what I think. Maybe you lose quality when you scan it. I wouldn't know. I'm not a manga artist. But yeah, he lost that to the wind. Hime gives Kakushi directions. He worries that she's going to fall in the well, which I've struggled to figure out how she would do that by accident. But no, then he finds her. There's a scary voice in the well, counting numbers. I kind of called this one. It's the editor. Hime gets taken away by the dog. It's the editor in the well and everything. And then he gets confused. Oh, first of all, it wasn't the actual manuscript. It was just a copy of it, because the sassy one, the sassy assistant, she's smart enough to not give him the original version of the manuscript, because he'd lose it. That's exactly, well, she had a point. And then the editor gets confused when Kakushi mentions that the last chapter's coming up. And I presumably said, what are you on about? You're not getting cancelled? What, you crazy? You're just doing really well. He tells his assistants, hey, we're not getting cancelled. And they're all a bit gutted because they've all made plans. And now they've got to cancel those plans because they've got to come into work, damn it. Makes sense. Hime, then we're about to get to the actual family meeting, the meat of it. Hime needs to take some fried chicken to the party. So she asks for Kakushi's help. And I guess they do that. And then he's like, next thing we'll know, we'll be talking about your party. And she's like, that's 6 months away. And then out of nowhere, we fast forward 6 months to the to Hime's birthday party, which was kind of weird. I'm assuming, I mean, I'm making an assumption that we jumped a few chapters in the manga to where the actual party is. Maybe it just went like that. I don't know. Don't know if any of you know. Also, I've read the manga's ending soon, so there's that too. I can't remember what volume it was. I want to say 14, but I may have made that up. I'm pretty sure I've made that up. Anyway, yeah, everyone's at the party. Mostly adults. I mean, I guess Hime does know them, so I guess it's fine. But yeah, it was kind of weird. You had a load of unrelated adults just show up to Hime's birthday party. But I guess they're her friends as well. Then they have a little family celebration with just the two of them and the dog, 3 of them, I guess, as well. He got her a music box, which I'm like, that's going to be in the future bit, isn't it? And it was, don't you know? Hime, at the end of this segment, she's like, I thought this day would, these times, they would continue forever. And it's like, oh, but they're not going to. I've come to the acceptance that I don't think there's any saving Kakushi. I think he's definitely dead in the present future bit. But God, that's still a bit like that, you know. Hits you right in the heart. And then in the future, as we go back to there, she is looking for a photo album and everything, and then she gets a key and a map and a note slipped to her under the desk, or under the door. I think it was under the door, or maybe she just found it. But it said basically, hey, the secrets, here's where you got to go for the secrets. So I'm wondering who gave her that. Like, I'm thinking maybe the sassy assistant, but then isn't she like in Hawaii or something? Or maybe it could be Grandpapa, you know? Could have been Grandpapa. Not really sure. It could have been anyone, you know? I'm trying to think who's not shown up in the future bit. Is Best Girl shown up? I can't remember. But yeah, so that's where we ended. I'm going to assume next week is going to be pretty much entirely the future bit. Could be wrong on that, but it just makes more sense to me to end on a long future section than, you know, it'd be kind of weird if we went back to the past now, considering we had that big old time jump. But who knows? Exactly, who knows? Will we find out exactly what happened to Kakushi? Maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, it was a solid episode. All round, I really thought. I really enjoyed this week's episode. This might have been one of my favourite ones, actually, I think I'm going to say. So yeah, good stuff. I think I'm going to wrap this up now. I've ran out of things to talk about. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out immensely. Thank you very much. I will see you next week for another episode of this, the final episode of this. Blimey now, that feels weird to say. It feels like we're finishing this slightly earlier than everything else. See you then, take care, and bye guys.